Hi again from Fort Mill, South Carolina. Today, PTP TV brings you the primetime players in East Coast Basketball League action against the Charlotte Tribe. Hi again, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you once again as the primetime players look to stay undefeated in ECBL play today. They come in at 6-0, first in the Southwest Division. Charlotte Tribe, good start to the season for them. They are 4-2, third in the Southwest region. Starting lineups today for Charlotte, it's number 4, CJ Bryce, number 7, Malik Constantine, number 8, Akia Pruitt, number 11 is Jalen Vince, and number 13, Jerome Carr. For your primetime players, and Chris Moore, back in action today. He gets the start at point guard along with Lysander Bracey, Odell Turner, Van Turner, and Trevor Booker. As you see, primetime in the white home jerseys with the sky blue lettering, numbering, and striping. Also, Charlotte in their road blacks with their red numbering and white lettering as we're just about set to go. First meeting of the season for these two teams as primetime. It's the second of 3 straight at home, all home games in the month of April for the primetime players. They had a road game earlier in the month against Carolina Thunder. That'll be moved to the final game of the regular season. So, primetime players coming off a 149-120 win against Gastonia a couple weeks ago as the tip is controlled by Booker. And Bracey brings it into the forecourt. We're underway here in Fort Mill. Bracey with the hand in his face. Contested 3 is no good. Offensive rebound, Odell Turner. Bounce pass by Moore in the corner. It swung to Booker on the elbow. He goes right around the defense, lays it up and in. Trevor Booker with the easy 2, shooting 60% from the field on the season, averaging 29 points a game. Great year for the 8-year NBA vet. Charlotte ties us at 2 apiece as we're just underway here in the opening quarter. So primetime and Charlotte for the first time this season. They'll meet up in Charlotte later on. Bracey set out to Moore. Thought he was going to take the baseline shot. Swung over to Van Turner. Long on the 3. Rebound controlled by Pruitt. Now this is Vince on the near side. 1 minute in, Vince hanging, throwing it off the back iron. Booker with the rebound. 29 points, 19 rebounds a game for Trevor Booker, one of several players as Chris Moore gets a 3 from the corner. Averaging double-doubles, and triple-doubles are not out of the question for anybody really on this primetime roster. Step back, bearing the jumper is Bryce. Nifty looking move there for Bryce. It's 5-4 here in the early going. Chris Moore back from his injury from deep, swishes it in. He's got back-to-back 3s, primetime 8-4. So Chris Moore with a good start to his afternoon. So primetime in Florence is up next, and then primetime goes on the road to start the month of May. But nice to have some friendly confines here in the month of April as Odell Turner gets the bucket on the fast break. And it's 10-4 in favor of your primetime players. PTP 7-0, as I mentioned, as a foul's called with 9:51 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0, excuse me, after that 29-point win against Gastonia a couple weeks ago. Came out slow as Bryce goes to the line and misses the first one. I believe this is Bryce's first game with Charlotte. CJ not listed in the stats anywhere. Gets 1 out of 2. Primetime allowed 40 first quarter points in the last game against Gastonia, but they were plus 35 in the final 3 periods combined, plus 18 in rebounding. They had 35 assists in the game, and a contested 3. Van Turner buries it. 13-5. Good start today for primetime. 9:30 to go. Do we have a reach? Or was it out of bounds? Looks like it was just out of bounds. Ricardo Glenn in the last game, 31 points, 15 rebounds on 14 of 20 shooting. Glenn, Booker, Bracey, Odell Turner all had double-doubles. That's what I was telling you about earlier. Van Turner into the forecourt. Bracey the book. Trevor Booker, plenty of size to work with for Trevor as he flips it up and in. Yeah, he can get that all day long. 15-5, 10-point lead for PrimeTime. Nearing 9 to go here in the opening quarter. Vince dribbling around, swings it out. Now near side it's Carr. The ECBL vet, Jerome Carr, second season in Charlotte's, played with a few other teams. Constantine attacks, hangs, and scores. Tougher and bucket for Malik Constantine. Shooting 62% on the season, averaging 25 a game. One of the players to keep your eye on is Trevor Booker. Makes it look easy again. Yeah, Book ain't missing. He was a little bit off his shooting in the last game, but not today. Carr steps into it. No offensive rebound poked away by Odell Turner, and his bounce pass is kicked. So 17-7 here in the early going. As we take a look at some of the earlier action. Chris Moore got it over to Turner, and three-pointers have been falling with ease today. Chris Moore has a couple already here in the early stages. Ball deflected out, back to live action now. Van Turner blows right past the defense. Boy, you're going to have to offer a lot more resistance than that, or it's going to be a long day if you're Charlotte. 8 minutes left to go. Nice pass. Constantine can't get the bucket. Here's Moore. Flies into the forecourt. Holds off the defender. What a pass. Shreds it through two defenders. Turner now to Bracey, and Bracey is fouled. Lysander Bracey is going to get free throws or not. Yeah, it looks like he's going to the line. Bracey on the season, 83%. He is one of, let me count this up, 4 players shooting over 80%. Looks like we have a timeout on the court. We'll step aside, take a look at the PrimeTime schedule coming up. Well, three-point shooting has been the name of the game so far, as you see Chris Moore banging in his first of 2 here in the opening quarter. 12-point lead for the PrimeTime players. Back to live action. Chris Sheeman here with you. Lysander Bracey at the line. Might have noticed on the upcoming schedule, PrimeTime added a home game against the Coyotes on the 15th of May. You won't have my voice on that one, but Chris will probably upload it to PTP TV here on YouTube for y'all to enjoy. The rest of them, you're stuck with me. 7:36, left to go here in the quarter, and the football 14-point lead for PrimeTime. Nice offensive rebound by Pruitt. He gets the bucket to go. Charlotte trying to stay competitive here. Got to get some stops on this end. Credit PrimeTime. Some of the defense hasn't been bad for the Tribe today. It's just been contested threes that have gone in right now. Van Turner with the step back, in and out and back in. So Van Turner making it look easy right now. Van Turner is 48% from downtown this season. Inside 7 to play here in quarter number 1. The face-up air ball. Good defense by Trevor Booker. Bounce pass by Moore to Bracey. Too strong. Tribe fly into the forecourt. Pass by Vince underneath. Pruitt can't get it to go. Chris Moore. Van Turner. Oh my goodness. That was well contested, and Van Turner swishes it in anyways. Averaging 26 a game on the season, Van Turner is unstoppable right now. Nice reverse play by Constantine. He's got, I believe, 4 of the 11 for Charlotte so far. Bracy brings it up. Catch and shoot, and another 3 goes. PrimeTime cannot miss from downtown right now as Van Turner is scorching hot. Tribe trying to answer with a triple. Long rebound comes to Smith, who's into the game. Michael Smith. Extra possession past the midway point in the first quarter. Turnaround bucket, hard-earned bucket again. Size mismatch there for the Tribe, and they connect. Bracy into the forecourt. Got to go to Van Turner, I think. Bump foul called, though. Look at some of this Van Turner action in this opening quarter. Substitution that we'll tell you about. Look at this contested 3. My goodness. Here he is again, Van Turner back to live action. Smith doing what he can. Flips it to Booker. Booker into the circle, into the lane, spinning, shooting, scoring. And Trevor Booker on his way to a double-double in the first quarter, and we're just past the midway point. Not yet at the 5-minute mark. Open look at a 3 is no good by Pruitt. Home run ball is thrown ahead. Odell Turner, double-teamed, shoots it anyways. Almost got the bounce. Rebound to Constantine for Charlotte. Now it's Bryce. Smith with the fake. Defender committed. Smith with the 3. LaMichael Smith, 42% three-point shooter, takes 11 of them a game. No shot there. Offensive foul called. Push off on Book. And we're going to have another stoppage. Inside 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter, it is all PrimeTime, 32-16. We'll step aside again. PrimeTime players doing a little bit of everything. Trevor Booker getting it done on the inside offensively, and Chris Moore and especially Van Turner, Lysander Bracy also getting in on the action from behind the arc. 32-16. We're at the 4.5 mark here in quarter number 1. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Turnaround bucket is no good. That was Calhoun, I believe. Josh Calhoun, product of Pfeiffer, into the game. Chris Moore on the wing. Booker top of the key. Going to drive on Bryce instead to the corner. And a foul is called. That'll send Bracy to the free throw line. Lysander Bracy on the year, 17.4 points per ball game, 42% shooter from the field, 31% from behind the arc, and at the charity stripe, as you can see there, he's a good free throw shooter at 83%. Everybody who sees regular minutes averages at least 3 assists per ball game. Ricardo Glenn is the only exception to that for PrimeTime on the season. Of course, Chris Moore averages 10 a game. James Murray, the backup point guard, third on the team. Booker, 4.8, and Murray, 4.7. 3:53 left to go here in the quarter. Cut pass off the mark. Baseline jumper for the Tribe. And that's going to go. 34-18, Charlotte. Van Turner into the forecourt, the hot hand, heat check time, and this time the contested one falls a bit short. Into the forecourt, it's Bryce, top of the key. CJ against Bracey. Bryce with the crossover, steps right, the three, yes! Pretty offense there. CJ Bryce, first game that we have on our stat sheet, coming out strong. Trevor Booker spinning in his first miss today. Rebound by Pruitt. Calhoun turns on the Jets. Now he'll step back to the cutter. Open look for Pruitt at the free throw line. Got it to go. Charlotte stringing a couple points together, and a missed one, so it's 34-24. 2:45 remaining in quarter number one. Van Turner gets a screen from Booker, takes it to the wing. And yeah, there's going to be a foul there as Smith was trying to do work against the 8-year NBA vet. And look at how we all might look going up against that kind of size. Booker's going to go to the bench. Ricardo Glenn, as I mentioned, hot. Ricardo Glenn over 70% field goal shooting 3 times this year. Season high 31 against Gastonia in the last game as he's in. Bracey will come out. Zarik Lohler coming into the game as well. So they join Chris Moore, James Murray also in the game. And somebody else who's not in our field of vision. Murray hangs and scores right off the bench with a bucket. 12-point lead. Good first quarter for PrimeTime offensively. Into the forecourt, it's Calhoun. 2:16 left to go. His pass deflected. That's going to stay in bounds. Murray pull up 3. No. And the rebound controlled by Bryce. Bryce will bring it into the forecourt. Extra pass out to Calhoun. Was open for 3. Now a corner 3 by Smith is long. Rebound by Ricardo Glenn. Correction, that's Lohler. Zarik got the board. Has it top of the key. Now into Glenn. Doubled up. That'll leave an open corner 3 for Murray, who buries it. 39-24. 1:37 left to go in the quarter. Constantine doubled up. Throws it up, looking for the whistle. Doesn't get it, but PrimeTime touches it last. It'll go out of bounds. CJ Miller coming into the game for Charlotte. Smith in the corner for the Tribe. Pull up 3 off the side of the backboard. Lohler another rebound. Odell Turner into the forecourt. Ricardo Glenn. Back out to Odell Turner. Moore. Glenn doubled up. And one pass too many there. Murray was open in the corner. Didn't even think about shooting it. Denzel Greene, number 1, into the game for Charlotte. Calhoun fakes the 3, drives in. Another corner 3 for Smith. This time he's got it, so he's 2 for 3 from that spot. 12-point game. 45 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Murray on the near side. Murray attacks against the double team out to Odell Turner. And that's going to go off Chris Moore, out of bounds, as the pass was a little low. Tribe will get it back. Chance to cut it to 10 or maybe even single digits with a 3 here. And after the fast start for PrimeTime, if you can get it to single digits by the end of this quarter, you're feeling pretty good if you're Charlotte. All things relative, of course. Vince, top of the key, into the lane. Flips it up. No. Glenn, another rebound. Throw ahead to Lohler. Zarik attacks. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Tashona. That's Victor Tashona. 4 seconds to work with now. Calhoun will hoist off the back iron. Tip for the rebound. And the quarter comes to an end. 3-point shooting and Trevor Booker on the inside helped PrimeTime out to a 12-point lead. 1 quarter in the books. We'll step aside. Bring you quarter number 2 here in a moment. Second quarter underway. Chris Sheeman back with you here on PTP TV. Primetime, good start to the game. They lead by 12. Attacking is Vince as Charlotte possesses first. Now Calhoun swings it right side, and the three and air ball. Tried for the save to Shona, but it's out of bounds. So Primetime will get it. 11:42 left to go in the half. Again, because these games are on demand, halftime will be lightning quick, so don't pack your bags or anything. Chris Moore with the turnover. Bounce pass taken away, and the foul is called on the other end. Going to go on James Murray on the contest. So free throws to come for the Charlotte Tribe. Trying to hang around. Denzel Greene has shot 3 free throws this year, and he's made them all, averaging 8 points per ball game off the bench. Wearing the jersey number that usually belongs to Kenny Harrison, who's not with the team today. Chance to make it a 10-point game now. Primetime was scorching hot. Couple of turnovers to end the quarter and one to start quarter number 2 here. Offensive rebound to Shona had it and lost it. James Murray flies up front. Ricardo Glenn, top of the key, hands it off to Lowler. Drives left of the lane. The flip shot bounces up and in. Hit the rim 3 times before it dropped. The finger roll, 41-28. Back down the court, Vince cut off on the baseline. Spins around the world. Pass right side. And the shot is short. Ricardo Glenn with the rebound. Throw ahead to Murray. Zarik Lowler for 3. In and out. Rebound controlled by Miller for Charlotte. Greene throws it into the forecourt. And then Calhoun throws it away. 10:43 to go here in quarter number 2. Primetime out to a 13-point lead. They've led by double figures for most of the game so far. James Murray directs traffic, gets a screen, gets a second screen. Now the screen and roll, extra pass, nicely done to Odell Turner for the easy 2. Ricardo Glenn with the unselfish play there. 10:19 to go here in the quarter. Hanging, coming up short is Vince. Murray. Moore, who's played every minute, along with Odell Turner so far for Primetime. Murray. And that's Chris Moore for 3. He's got that quick trigger. It is like a shotgun going off when Chris Moore wants to take a triple. 52% from behind the arc this year for Chris Moore. 54% overall on the season. He averages 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists. Charlotte with a much-needed bucket. Got to string some stops together. Chris Moore. Oh, what a pass to Lowler, and Lowler is fouled. Zarik goes to the line. He struggled a bit from the charity stripe this year, just 33% in limited free throw attempts. How about Primetime? Their offense in their last 3 games averaging 155.3 points per ball game. They have moved up to first. They are the top scoring ECBL team as Zarik looks good on that free throw. 12 steals a game is 7th in the ECBL. First in assists per ball game at 32.3. First in rebounds per game at 62.7. And 5th in blocks per game at 5.8. PrimeTime up 18. Charlotte Tribe shuffling some guys back in. Bryce has come into the game. Bryce, Vince, Pruitt has returned. Pruitt up top. He's tied up, and they call a reach with 5 on the shot clock. 9:16 on the second quarter clock. So shot clock at 14. And Bryce will inbound over near us. PrimeTime players taking on Florence, who's also undefeated. That'll be a big one next weekend. Out of division play. Am I right on that? I believe Florence is still undefeated. Tribe turning it over here. Let me bring up my notes here and take a look. There are 3 undefeated teams, PrimeTime, Florence, and Hickory. Miscommunication there as Murray throws it away. So the ball goes back to Charlotte. So that'll be a fun game next weekend. We'll have it for you on demand, usually Sunday evening. Bryce, I believe that one went off the back of one of his teammates as Murray scores in the foul. James Murray on the fast break. Let's run it back. Show you the speed of James Murray as he gets ready to complete an old school three-point play. Yeah, it did hit the back of one of the Tribe players who wasn't looking for it. And James Murray turns on the Jets, draws the contact, and he's at the line right now for an old school three-point opportunity. I don't think we've seen David Tripp yet, the leading scorer for Charlotte. He's only played one game, had 27. Zarik Lowler. Here's Turner from downtown. Yes, Odell Turner getting in on it. Odell just 29% from 3, looking good there. 53-33, 8:20 to go in the half. Charlotte answering right back as both teams go up and down trading baskets here in this second quarter. Off the bench, Van Turner gets it back from Ricardo Glenn on the offensive rebound and hits the mid-range. Van Turner already in double figures here this afternoon. Vince, here's Constantine throwing it up. No. Ricardo Glenn the rebound. Lowler into the forecourt. Pull up from the wing. No on the 3. Good box out there from the Tribe. That was Constantine on the box out. Baseline jumper is long. Constantine bats it right back. Too strong again. Now here comes PrimeTime. Odell Turner, step back 3, in and out. Rebound by Pruitt. Near side, it's Carr. And something away from the ball, I'm guessing. Offensive foul, 7:12 left to go. Here in the second quarter, PrimeTime will get the basketball back. More shuffling. Brian Collins and company trying to keep everybody fresh for Queen City. Depth is the one advantage that most teams have over PrimeTime if it's extra bodies. Ricardo Glenn blocked. Might have gotten hit in the face, but referee didn't see it. So here come the Tribe in transition. Constantine Hangs can't get it to go. Glenn the box out rebound inside 7 to play here in the quarter. Trevor Booker's back out there. Steal by Constantine. And we got another foul called with 6:40 remaining in the half. No free throws there. Doesn't look like it. Driving is Pruitt, too strong. Offensive rebound, no good. And it's volleyballed up and in. I believe that was Pruitt on the tip in. Booker between the circles. Bracey getting set to come back in as you see him on the bottom half of your screen. Booker right of the lane and threw a rocket over James Murray. Book says, my bad. So it'll be Charlotte basketball. A couple of Charlotte Metro rivals playing. Zarik Lohler to the bench. Bracey back into the ball game. First time this season. Primetime's next road game is at Georgia on the 1st of May. As we go past the midway point here in quarter number 2. Constantine right around the defense. Book went for the steal, and that gave Constantine a little room as Booker answers right back on the home run ball. Smith into the front court. Smith attacks. Yes, and the foul. LaMichael Smith has had a couple hard-earned buckets. So Smith at the line, 83% free throw shooter. Can't get it to go. Primetime by 16 as we wind down this opening half. Trevor Booker brings it into the forecourt. And it poked away. Constantine doing what he can. Book blocked from behind, but a foul called. So Trevor Booker flexing his muscles will go to the free throw line. And I believe we're going to have a stoppage first. Timeout on the court. Primetime will try to extend its lead when we come back. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you as we wind down the first half. Primetime's led by double figures for most of the afternoon. They've been up by as many as 20. Trevor Booker at the free throw line right now, in and out on the first free throw. 61% from the free throw line. Mentioned he averages a double-double. Booker at 29 points and 19 rebounds. Also averages just a shade under 5 assists per ball game, 2.8 steals, 1.4 blocks. Has played in now 6 of the first 7 games for the Primetime players. Retiring a couple seasons ago, I think it was, from the NBA, and looking for a challenge a little bit other than, staying in shape at the rec league. Carr with a technical free throw as he gets it to go. 16-point lead. Carr will inbound over on the far side. So opportunity to get some work in with the one of the best, if not the best, semi-pro basketball teams in the country, the Primetime Players, adding Trevor Booker. The rich get richer, don't they? Charlotte, that was Jerome Carr with a nice hanging bucket, and we got another whistle. Bracey's going to go to the free throw line. Bracey, 83% from the charity stripe this season. Booker and Ricardo Glenn on the court at the same time. Murray Bracey and Van Turner right now for Primetime. Bracey gets them both. Lead back to 16. Carr from way downtown off the mark. Glenn's got the rebound. With Glenn and Booker out there, offensive rebounds are going to be a challenge for Charlotte. Bracey attacks and scores. See him turn on the Jets, making an 18-point lead again. 4:29 remaining in the half. Again, very short halftime, so don't go too far. Pruitt, yes. Bracey into the forecourt. Pull up with the hand in his face. Contested three. Got it to go. How many contested threes have we seen here this afternoon for Primetime? That's at least the third that I can think off the top of my head, as Murray almost had the steal. Inside 4 to go now. Chris Moore coming back into the game. Murray will sit down. Chris Moore, 60 points, 27 assists, 17 rebounds in his last 2 games. Shooting 62% from the field coming in his last 2. Smith comes up short, and it's off Ricardo Glenn out of bounds. So, third crack at it for Charlotte, and with Booker and Glenn both out there at the same time, if you're Charlotte and you get 3 tries at it, you got to score. 65 points already on the board for the Primetime Players. Constantine given space, and Pruitt is stripped. Here is Pruitt from the mid-range, and Van Turner has the rebound. Van into the lane, flips it up and in. Tough angle shot by Van Turner, the Queens College product. He's one of the youngsters brought in recently by Chris Thomas. The Primetime Players have had a few standbys who have been there for a while now. Odell Turner, Chris Moore, Ricardo Glenn. But Chris Thomas is always retooling a little bit here and there with the roster, always making some tweaks. And Chris Moore from Bracey, now over to Booker. Moore steps right. Booker, nifty dribbling there by Trevor Booker. So Primetime with its biggest lead of the day so far, 69-46. 2:50 left to go. Booker, here we go. Oh, lays it up and in. I thought we were going to get a show from Book. You got to pay them NBA tickets to get the show, Trevor Booker says as he lays it up and in. Did the camera guy boo him? Time out. We're going to step aside. Primetime's done it from the inside. They've done it from the outside. Lysander Bracey using his speed to get an easy bucket. Primetime players in control of this one. It's 71-46. Trevor Booker robbing us of a show in the last bucket. I'm not putting on the highlights at Bank Street. You got to go to the NBA gyms for the highlights. Three ball is short by Tashona, who's back into the game. Bracey again showing what he can do attacking with the basketball, 73-46. Still 2:19 to go here in the second quarter as Bryce is off, but this one is getting dangerously out of reach for Charlotte. Bracey again surveys, and we're going to get an offensive foul called, using that arm, extending that elbow. So the folks from Queen City will get it back. As you see the Queen City jerseys for the Charlotte Tribe. Pull up by Vince. 73-48, minute 53 to go. Van Turner, top of the key. Bounce pass deflected. Turnover. And Constantine all alone. He gives us a two-hand jam. 73-50, minute 34 remaining here in the half. Chris Moore into the front court. Moore gets a screen from Glenn. Booker on the wing. Underneath Ricardo. Spin, shoot, scores, fouled. I mentioned Ricardo Glenn. Over 70% shooting 3 times this season. From the field, he's shooting 62% overall. From the free throw line, 46%. 19.5 points per ball game, 16 rebounds. Rebound controlled by Tashona on the miss. Here's Bryce with the hop step. That's a pull-up. I believe that's Smith over there. Could be wrong. Yeah, it's Bryce, I think. Hard to see over on that far corner. Well, that's Bryce coming up short. 3 ball up, no good. It was Vince. Pull up from Bryce, got the triple. Correct score on your screen is 75-55. Missed a couple there for Charlotte. I thought they hit the last bucket. Chris Moore into the forecourt. 30 seconds to go. Ricardo Glenn misses so he can get the rebound, pad his stats a little. Ricardo Glenn with the putback. Constantine. Pull it back. Contested 3. Constantine off the back iron. Offensive rebound. Tashona lost it as he was going up. And Charlotte with another turnover gets it back. 77-57. 15 seconds to go. Trevor Booker. And called for steps. So Book traveled. Ball will go back to the Tribe. We were having a little fun with Trevor Booker. I really think Trevor Booker dunking the basketball could tear down these rims, and he might be aware of that as well. 5 seconds to work with now. Vince on the near side. Vince pass deflected out with 1.1. Short halftime. About a minute. And we'll get into the second half for you. Primetime up by 20. Greene back into the game. Tashona will go out. Now Calhoun checks in. Inbound 3, no good, and we go to the half. 77-57, all prime time so far here on PTP TV. We'll take a quick break, bring you the third quarter here in just a moment. Third quarter underway. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you as Charlotte gets it first down by 20. So the first half, PrimeTime doing a little bit of everything, slashing and dashing inside. Trevor Booker with some nice post moves and also three-point shooting. So all around, great offensive game for the PrimeTime players here this afternoon. Bryce contested three, got it to go, and Charlotte with a good start to this second half. It's the second of three straight at home for the PrimeTime players. All home games here in the month of April after a game on the road at the Carolina Thunder was moved to the end of May. PrimeTime in their last three games, 155.3 points per ball game. Already 77 on the board here today. It's like the same starters, Odell Turner, Van Turner, and Chris Moore in the backcourt. It's Trevor Booker and Bracey up front as Book scores another bucket. Trevor Booker, all his shots from the inside as Pruitt answers right back for Charlotte. PrimeTime came out strong. As I mentioned, they've been up double figures for most of the game. Trevor Booker with the flip shot, extra pass. Goes to Bracey. Nails the deep three. Lead back to 20. 24, I believe, is the biggest lead so far here today. Those of you who might be speeding ahead on demand. Constantine with the fake. That's Vince for three. Can't get it to go. And the putback underneath is good. Charlotte trying to hang around. And that's too easy for Chris Moore. Lead back to 20. Carr into the forecourt. Constantine over to Bryce. Bryce looking to drive on Odell Turner, and Turner with the foul. So first foul in quarter number 3 belongs to PrimeTime and Odell Turner. PrimeTime players coming in 6-0, first place in the Southwest Division. As I mentioned in the first half, one of 3 undefeated teams in East Coast Basketball League play so far. We'll see the other one as Bryce gets the 3, by the way. Florence Wildcats are coming next weekend. We'll have that one for you here on demand. Bracey attacks and scores. Teams trading buckets right now to start quarter number 3. Offensive foul there. Bryce with the push-off. Into the forecourt, it's Bracey. 9:27 to go here in the third quarter. Chris Moore on the wing. Moore pull-up. Contested shot does not matter. Chris Moore with another 2 to his total. Averaging 21.4 points per ball game on the season. Pruitt again left alone. Can't get it to go. Bryce flew in for the putback, but Odell Turner has it for PrimeTime. Chris Moore, trouble with it. And out of my field of vision there. I think it was maybe poked out of bounds. It's a short sideline over there as Van Turner. Oh. Defensive 3 is my best guess. Either way, Chris Moore's at the line. And PrimeTime with 89 on the board with 9:03 remaining. Moore with the hop step. Bracey. Bracey tried to get it back. Carr with the good box out and hold off. Jerome Carr into the forecourt. Steps left for 3. Yes. Again, Charlotte trying to stay competitive. Well, that's not going to get it done. Oh, Book blew the bunny. A rare miss. Booker upset with himself, but here comes Charlotte. Vince with the scoop shot. Got it to go. Jalen Vince has had some pretty offensive plays so far here in this one. 8:18 left to play. Booker stripped. Great defense there by Charlotte. Now Vince turns on the Jets. Hanging, coming up short, and the two-hand follow by Constantine. Charlotte's cut it to 15. Still comfortable lead for primetime, but Tribe not going quietly. Charlotte at 4-2. They're third in the Southwest Division. 7:47 to go. Trevor Booker and pumping himself up there with that easy bucket. Bryce takes it to the wing, now top of the key. Swings it over to Vince. Bounce past to Constantine. Cross court, Bryce. Open look at a three. Nails another one. Got to get up on him. It's a 14-point game as C.J. Bryce buries another one. Bryce playing in his first game of the year for Charlotte. 7:13 remaining, and Booker is fouled. Primetime players and Charlotte Tribe meeting for the first time this season. Looks like Victor Tashona is going to come back into the game. A lot of shuffling in and out for Charlotte here today as they try to keep everybody fresh. Booker is going to give Tashona all he can handle. Trevor Booker is going to the free throw line. So, primetime in the Charlotte Tribe will rematch on the 16th of May. It's going to be a busy month of May. Just 3 games in April for primetime, as I mentioned. Then they have 6 in May. All gearing up, of course, to the basketball tournament. Saw the region hosts were announced. I imagine primetime would go to the West Virginia one. That's my guess. Assuming they get in, which they seem to get in every year. Last year they were a standby, and because of COVID, one of the teams had to bow out, so that opened things up for the primetime players to play in the tournament, the basketball tournament, which they weren't initially supposed to. But again, they were there on standby just in case, and luck went on their side. They played Chris Paul's team and should have won that game, in my opinion. Kind of folded late. Van Turner steps left. It's punched back out. Trevor Booker. He'll shoot the three. Book off the mark. Nearing the midway point of the third quarter, Vince into the forecourt. Pass to Constantine. Constantine over the double team, got it to go. So Charlotte has made things interesting. It's an 11-point game, 92-81 as the Tribe fighting their way back. Primetime players will try to stop the bleeding, take a timeout, come back here in just a moment. Calling today's game from my studio in Florida, moving back to South Carolina in July. Looking forward to that, but until then, be down here calling the games for the primetime players this season. Thanks to Chris for having me back. It's been a while since we worked together. And Odell Turner out of the timeout, long on the three. Vince. Charlotte trying to make it single digits. How about the rejection? Odell Turner. Still Charlotte basketball, though. Primetime's led by 20-plus here in this game a couple different times. Tribe hanging around, though. Constantine, contested shot. Can't get it to go. And Van Turner fell down. He got fouled on a reach. So it'll be primetime basketball. Primetime players looking to stay undefeated in East Coast Basketball League play. They've won the championship every season. They didn't have a championship last season, of course. James Murray and Zarik Lohler checking in. Oh, do we have a timeout? I think we have a timeout, so we're going to go away again. So some subs for the primetime players, I believe. We'll double check that. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Back-to-back quick timeouts, but primetime still in control. They lead by 11, but the lead was 20 plus. I don't think there were any subs as primetime turns it over out of the timeout. So same starters for the primetime players: Moore, Bracey, both Turners, and Booker. Vince has done a nice job handling the rock today as he attacks, flips it up and in. It's a 9-point game. Charlotte on a long extended run here in this third quarter have cut it to single digits. 5:07 left to go in quarter number 3. Moore on the wing. Primetime needs to stop the bleeding here. Turner for 3. Yes, Odell Turner with his second three-pointer. Lead back to 12. Near side Vince. Vince turns on the Jets. Defense stays with them. Finger roll is short. Primetime looking to run. Moore. Oh, little hot potato between Turner and Moore with the bucket. Smith splits the defense. Bracey stays with them. Constantine top of the key. Fires the 3. Yes! So Charlotte had cut it to 9. Primetime pushed it back out with 5 straight. Now it's an 11-point game. Chris Moore scoops it to Bracey. Bracey the handoff from Booker. 3:58 left to go. Bracey is fouled. And I believe we're in the bonus here. That was the conversation. So Bracey back at the line. He's perfect so far today. 83% on the year as he swishes in that first one. Bracey stays perfect. Primetime nears the century mark here in the third quarter. Contested 3 on the corner by Smith. Offensive rebound to Shona, but Primetime's going to get it back here. Calhoun back in the game, guarding Moore. Moore pull up 3. Yes. It's a lot harder than it looks. Chris Moore with the 3, and out of control, Smith loses it. Moore flies into the forecourt, looking for somebody. And Odell Turner bounce passes it off a Charlotte player out of bounds. 3:27 left to go. Lead back to 16 for Primetime. James Murray coming into the game. Pruitt returns for Charlotte. Here's James Murray on the near side. Doubled up. Booker with one hand couldn't get it, but it's tipped up and in. Odell Turner And just like that, the lead is 18 again. Crossover and bucket no good by Constantine. Murray throws it to Turner. 3 is short. Booker tried to tip it, and he's called for the foul. And he's teed up as well. He got tossed. They tossed him. Trevor Booker is going to be thrown out of the game. Booker animated. And that far side official, having none of it, throws him out. That was maybe a little overreaction. I think the correct first tee, yes, but maybe some measured control there on the second tee. The first one I'm absolutely on board with. That was a technical foul and it was a right call, but maybe a little too much on the second one. But you also have to know, especially if you've played in the NBA for 8 years, that if you get one, gotta pull it back. Gotta rein it in a little bit. Booker didn't, so his day is done. Trevor ends the day with 20 points. Just 2 rebounds, though. 3 assists and 2 steals. Trevor Booker is taking the rest of the afternoon off. Carr throws it to Calhoun in the corner. Turnaround shot by Pruitt, no good. Pruitt follows it, but over the back. So, an interesting little sequence we have here now as Zariq Lowler comes into the game. Van Turner is going to check out. PrimeTime will get the basketball back. And got to regroup now that Booker is out of the game. Maybe the eyes for the bigs, especially for the Charlotte Tribe, opening up a little bit. 104 to 88, 2:31 remaining. Chris Moore in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Cross court, Lowler steps left, buries the 3. Zariq Lowler, 33% three-point shooter. That was Smith, I believe, on the putback for Charlotte. Charlotte had cut it down to 9. It was 19, now 17 for the PrimeTime players with 2 minutes to go. Murray, Lowler, couldn't get the bounce that time. Near side, it's Carr. Carr for 3, no. Offensive rebound and the block from behind. Miller got the rebound and Ricardo Glenn with the block. Glenn and Booker are both 6'8", so PrimeTime loses an 8-year NBA vet who was tossed, but Ricardo Glenn more than capable of stepping into his shoes. 3 off the mark, tip for the rebound, and that's going to go off. Oh, they say it's off PrimeTime. Thought it was off Calhoun, but Calhoun on the near side. And offensive foul called on the screen attempt, I believe, on Charlotte there. So PrimeTime will get it back, leading by 17. Again, Trevor Booker tossed. Upset with an offensive foul that was called on him. Minute 25 remaining. Chris Moore over to Murray for 3. Too strong. Ricardo Glenn, the flip shot, no, but he's pushed. And Ricardo will shoot a couple free throws. With 1:17 to go here in the third quarter, Glenn 46% free throw shooter. In and out on that first one, went halfway down, came back out. Glenn had a season-high 31 against Gastonia in the last game, misses both free throws. Charlotte, the window's still open as Carr has it on the left side. Smith, top of the key. Smith stripped, and Moore Did he stay in bounds there? It looked like he might have gone out, but referees didn't see it. So Ricardo fakes. Short on the 3. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's last touched by Glenn. Well, Charlotte, I believe that's BC Collins over there. He is animated. This game has not had a lot of flow. There's been a lot of pokes and whistles, and it's hard to get a rhythm. It's hard, even if the calls are going your way, which they've been pretty 50-50, but even if they're going your way, it's tough to come back in a game like that. Pruitt, the offensive rebound. Contested, Ricardo Glenn, great defense there. Moore into the forecourt, 22 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 3 is up, 3 is good, it's Turner again. PrimeTime matching their halftime lead after Queen City cut it to single digits. They cut it to a 9-point deficit here in this third quarter. We're right back where we started the half with PrimeTime up by 20. And clock is going to expire before Charlotte can get one off. Fourth quarter coming up. PrimeTime by 20. We'll be back. There's a look at the upcoming schedule as the fourth quarter is underway. Chris Sheeman back here with you. PrimeTime in control, and it's a 22-point lead now as Ricardo Glenn starts the scoring party off here in the fourth quarter. Trevor Booker tossed from the game, couple of technical fouls back-to-back in the third quarter, so he finishes the day with 20 points. And now a turnover here by Charlotte to start this third quarter. PrimeTime came in their last 3 games. They're averaging 155.3 points per ball game, 144.3 overall on the season. Chris Moore with the pass to Turner to Glenn, flips it up and in, and Ricardo Glenn filling in nicely for Booker with a couple easy buckets to start off this fourth quarter. Constantine throws it, and out of our field of vision, I believe it's going to be a backcourt violation. Again, just guessing there, but turnover will give the ball back to PrimeTime either way. James Murray, Chris Moore in the backcourt, Odell Turner, Sariq Lowler, Ricardo Glenn. That's the 5 right now for the PrimeTime players. Charlotte shuffles at every dead ball, so it's hard to set their 5, but Green, Calhoun in the backcourt right now. Bryce, I believe, is out there. Catch and shoot 3, James Murray got it to go, and the lead grows to 27. So Charlotte cut it to a 9-point game, just 7 points since that time, although Calhoun with a nice Three ball that rims in. 10:37 remaining in the ball game. PrimeTime trying to go to 7-0 on the season. One of three unbeatens in East Coast Basketball League play as Ricardo Glenn flexes, getting the offensive rebound and put back. He's got 6 in the quarter already. Constantine, yes, and the foul. Malik Constantine will try to complete an old school three-point play. 77% free throw shooter this season, Constantine. Missed it. Glenn got the rebound. Lawler attacks. He's stripped. 10-12 to go here in quarter number 4. Odell Turner. Now Chris Moore. Moore, well defended. Almost got it to go. Glenn had it poked away. Will stay on this side of the floor. PrimeTime by 24. Zarik Lawler hit one from that spot earlier. Not that time. Ricardo Glenn, another offensive rebound for Glenn. Odell Turner short on the 3. Lawler tries to save it. He does, but to Bryce for Charlotte. This is Greene with the step back 3. Missed it short. Chris Moore throws it ahead. Odell Turner right around the defense. Calhoun gets it back over on that far side. Josh Calhoun, who played at Pfeiffer, an NAIA program. Another tough shot by Calhoun. He's shooting threes on the season at just under 30%, but he's got 2 here in the quarter. Lawler throws it away. Breakaway here for Greene. And Greene with the easy 2. Charlotte team's got the ability to score. They've not been able to stop PrimeTime, especially on the offensive glass here this afternoon, especially in the second half. Moore had it poked away. It's going out of bounds off the Tribe. Glenn gets it back to Murray on the inbound. 8:42 remaining in the ball game. Murray skies it cross court. Odell Turner on the baseline attacks and is fouled. So Odell Turner will shoot a couple. Turner 63% free throw shooter. Boy, for not any fans allowed in the gym, it sounds loud in there, doesn't it? Turner swishes in the first one. I know there's a few family and staff and all that are in there. I think it's about time for Fort Mill to open up those doors. Pretty much anybody who wants a vaccine can get one. I know Chris is serious about requiring masks. Moore, what a pass to Odell Turner. Turner rejected. Nice defense there by Charlotte. That was Bryce. Correction, that was Pruitt on the block. Calhoun attacks, splits the defense, and scores. So PrimeTime pushed that out to 26. It's down to 20 on a 6-0 Charlotte run. Inside 8 minutes to go here in the final quarter. James Murray up top. Turner in the Glenn. Glenn doing the work here in the fourth quarter. Comes up short and a late whistle called on Charlotte. A late whistle will send Ricardo Glenn to the line for 2. Chris Sheeman here with you. We have A few more games to bring you in the month of, well, we have one more in April. That'll be a big one next weekend against Florence, Battle of Unbeatens. And then on the 9th and 23rd, so 3 more after today and possibly some playoffs. I was hoping to come and do those live. I don't know about that anymore just because of there's a lot going on in the old personal life of Chris Sheeman, folks, and I don't know if I could be in Charlotte or not. Let's just put it that way. Constantine can't get it to go. Well, I'm sure we'll have some of them on demand if I can't do them live. Nice steal by Calhoun. I like him. Calhoun is fouled. He'll go to the line. Josh Calhoun is 5'10", and I love it when my short people can do work. Calhoun, 67% free throw shooter. And there's been a lot of whistles in this one. Not an insane amount of free throws taken, just a lot of disjointed at times play, not a lot of flow. Calhoun gets them both. So it's inside 20. If you're just speeding through and wanting to see what the final quarter looked like, Charlotte cut it to a 9-point game in the third quarter. PrimeTime pushed it all the way out to 26, and PrimeTime coming up empty again. PrimeTime's overall been up double figures for most of the day, including the opening 5 minutes. They went up double figures pretty quickly. Greene with the extra pass, jumper off the mark, offensive rebound. Constantine flips it up and in. Charlotte, it's down to 17 now. They've cut 9 points off the lead. They leave Bracey wide open. You don't do that if you want to get back in it. Lysander Bracey makes them pay. 126 to 106. Constantine over a double team, got around him on the reverse and scores. Malik Constantine, 62% shooter from the field, averaging a double-double on the year at 25 and 10. Good player for the Tribe. 6:20 remaining, nearing the halfway point in the fourth quarter. Zarik Lohler for 3. And it looks like Charlotte's going to get it in that corner there. Calhoun again flying, poked from behind. Pokes it away himself, but it goes out of bounds. So PrimeTime will get it back. Bracey. We are at the midway point right now, this fourth and final quarter. Moore blocked from behind. Tried to save it. Charlotte comes away with it. Greene pull-up 3. Nothing. Now Moore throws it ahead. Here's Lohler. Got the triple. His second three-pointer. PrimeTime back up 21. It was Murray to Moore. Moore tipped it to Lohler. And an offensive foul going to be called here. You got to call it for lowering. Or is it going to be a... No, it's not a blocking foul. Calhoun was trying for it. We're going to have a timeout just past the midway point in this final quarter. PrimeTime on their way to a 7-0 start on the season. We'll be back. Well, the offense has been money today for the primetime players as always. Sander Bracey, you can't leave that man open. He buries a three. Primetime players in control of this one as we go back to live action. Constantine, couple of fakes. He draws a foul and will go to the line. Primetime players have led by double figures for all but a couple of minutes in this second half. And for, I'd say, about 85% of the game overall, they've been up double figures as Constantine gets the first free throw. 3 straight at home here in April, and the next one is the biggest. Battle of unbeatens. Florence will come to town. Another timeout is called, so we're going to go away once again. Out of the timeout, Chris Sheeman back here with you. It'll be primetime players basketball. Primetime trying to start the season 7-0. They've lost just 8 total East Coast Basketball League games since the league started. Out on the run, an easy one for Greene for Charlotte. He got the bucket there. Another turnover. Turnovers a little bit high today for primetime if you're looking to nitpick them. Up by 17, Chris Moore stepped back. It's a 2-pointer, I believe. Yeah, it's a 2. Foot was on the line, 131 to 112. Constantine, extra pass. Now the give and go. Constantine throws it up and in. Nice job on the layup there, and the cut by Constantine. Better pass. I want to say it was Pruitt. Now another turnover. That is Pruitt out on the run. Stripped. Saved by Bryce. Scoops it over to Calhoun. Cutter is Constantine again. Blocked by Moore, but a foul is called. Chris Moore getting part of the arm. Got him above the elbow, so Constantine back at the free throw line here today. Van Turner and Odell Turner checking back into the game. Primetime after today has 2 of their next 3 and 3 of their next 4 at home, so all home games in April, and then some road games in the month of May, but 3 and 3, 3 at home, 3 on the road. They started on the road with 3 out of the first 5 games on the road in the month of March. They played at Upstate, at Gastonia, and at Coastal Elite. 132 to 118, the correct score on your screen with 3:42 remaining in the game. So Charlotte is pulling a little bit of a Lakers like they did on Thursday, getting back on the Celtics. Charlotte not going quietly. That's kind of the theme that we've seen so far here in this 2021 season. Primetime's been up comfortable for most of every game that we've called, but these other ECBL teams are still fighting. Bracey still trying to stay perfect at the line. He does. Makes it a 16-point game. I mean, not likely. It would take a miracle for Charlotte to come back and win this, but they're competing. They're keeping themselves in it with smart offense. Constantine misses Pruitt to Constantine, who cuts, and he's fouled again. And recognizing that this game is being called super tight. A lot of fouls. So now, Malik Constantine goes to the line. Swishes in the first one. Chance now to make it a 14-point game. And he does. It's not in the bag yet. The bag is open. And it's a big bag. And it's partly full, but it's not in there yet. Turner attacks. He's fouled. Yeah, keep attacking. I mean, it's a free throw shooting contest at this point, and Charlotte cannot afford to trade buckets. Looks like there might be a wet spot there, and look out. Odell Turner might have tweaked something. Walking a little gingerly. Looks like he's fine, but they're going to clean up that wet spot, of course. So next game's up for primetime. Battle of Unbeatens next weekend against Florence. Then on the 1st of May, they're at the Georgia Fire. Back home on the 8th of May for Garden City. And at home again on the 15th against the Coyotes from Raleigh. Odell Turner, 63% free throw shooter. And he gets them both. Primetime needed those. He had to play defense without fouling now. Close the door on this one. Constantine. Pruitt surveys, poked away. Good defense there. Moore. And he bounce passes it to nobody. Calhoun takes it away. A rare mistake by Moore. How about that tip back, Pruitt to Constantine, as Pruitt had a tough angle on it. Recognized it, went to Constantine. They come up empty, but that was not a bad decision there by Pruitt. 2:29 remaining in a 16-point game. Ricardo Glenn going to work. Yeah, keep feeding the big guy. They've gone away from him. He started the fourth quarter strong, and they go back to him. Now Greene for three. Comes up short. Offensive rebound flying in as Bryce. Yes. Odell Turner. Give and go. Gets it back from the elbow. High arcing shot, no good. Inside 2 to play. 16-point lead for primetime. Here comes Calhoun. He'll back it out now. Guarded by Van Turner. Calhoun way off on the three. Rebound controlled by Odell. Bracey into the forecourt. Here's Chris Moore. Yes! It's a three-pointer for Chris Moore. And now it's in the bag. Everything's in the bag now. So Charlotte will fall to 5-3 when this is all done. Calhoun going to shoot some more free throws. And primetime will stay undefeated. Florence won their game as well. So again, a battle of unbeatens at Bank Street next weekend. Some positives today for Charlotte, though. They've gotten a lot of production out of guys like Calhoun and Jalen Vince, who we haven't seen for some reason in a while. He played real well in the third quarter. Carr comes into the game. Constantine's played well. He's really good without the basketball, Constantine. Malik really knows how to move and find the open lanes. And they're definitely building something in Charlotte, and they're going to come up just a little bit short here today. Bracey comes up short, minute 14 remaining. Here come the Tribe. Scoop shot no by Bryce and another whistle. My God. What I wouldn't give for a running clock when they're blowing the whistles like this. So now, CJ Bryce goes to the line. Bryce is a newcomer, I mentioned. He's looked good in spurts in his first game for Charlotte. Rims in that second one. Inside 1 minute to go. 17-point lead. Van Turner had the hot hand in the first quarter. Tees up the three. Got another one. Most of them have been contested, by the way. For Turner, why not more free throws to come? Who doesn't love watching a free throw shooting contest? These little ticky-tack things, man, it's tough. It's a tough product to put out there. Deep three is going to be short. Bryce comes up empty. That must not have been a foul because there would have been free throws. Here is Van Turner from the corner again. 147-123. Carr from downtown, no. Calhoun had it stripped, stays with it. Greene, couple of fakes, can't get it to go. Odell throws it ahead. Chris Moore. They put a point on the board for Charlotte, so we must have had the score wrong. Moore buries the three, and that's going to do it. 150-124 apparently is the final. Check the stats for you real quick. PrimeTime shooting 58% in the game and 49% from behind the arc, out-rebounding Charlotte by 2, 50-48. PrimeTime with, let's see here, 5 players over 20 points, led by Chris Moore. He stays hot, 77% shooting, 10 of 13. He had 28 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds, just off from a triple-double. Lysander Bracey with 25 in the game. Van Turner with 24 in the game as well. Ricardo Glenn double-double. He had 13 points, 15 rebounds in the game. Odell Turner with a double-double as well. He had 20 and 12 to go along with 5 assists. Van Turner had 24 points on 6 of 11 shooting. Leading scorer, CJ Bryce for Charlotte. He had 32, 28 for Malik Constantine. So PrimeTime stays unbeaten. They go to 7-0, and it will be a battle of unbeatens for you on demand next weekend. It's Florence and the PrimeTime players in the next game. So PrimeTime 7-0 winning today, 150-124 over Charlotte. My name's Chris Shima. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk again on Sunday.